Hello and welcome back to Butcher That Model. Sorry about the delay in content. I've had a few things going on at the moment, personal life, a bereavement in the family, things like that. So not really been in the mood to carry on. But we must carry on. Now I will finish the Triceratops with the Velociraptor build. I just haven't got the heart to it at the moment because it was ongoing at the time. In the meantime, what's happened? What happened was my son has discovered Warhammer. I used to paint Warhammer years ago. At the time it was called Games Workshop. I had a good run of it for years. I used to teach on a Thursday night at the local store in Portsmouth how to paint, just basic stuff, you know, how to wash, how to dry brush, things like that. And my boys have discovered it, and it was, Dad, can you paint these? Well, they're actually doing a 40k. There's 2.5 ton of Space Marines and Plague Marines and all sorts dotted about. I was always into fantasy, so I thought, well, let's paint something for me for a change, you know. So I started doing the Night Haunt, which are spooky, ghosty, dead things. And things have got a bit out of hand, I must admit. I've gone a bit over the top with Night Haunt, and to a lesser degree Vampire Counts, Seraphon, Stormcast Eternals. There's a few of those as well dotted about. In fact, there's probably about 2,000 points of them now. This is just a selection of my Night. I have the Black Coach and Lady Olinda. They're not here at the moment. I'll put a picture up in a minute. They're actually in my local Games Workshop store at Portsmouth in the display case in the cabinet, which was quite an honour, really, to be asked to, if they could display them in there for them. So I thought, yeah, it's a bit of but it's always been a bucket list thing for me to get some artwork in the cabinet, my local Games Workshop. So what we're going to do, like I said, we'll carry on. I'll finish the Triceratops and Velociraptor build later on. So if you're waiting for that, sorry. I'm going to teach you how to do Warhammer. I'm going to teach you how to paint little miniatures. I know there's a few people do it already, but I like it. Sorry, but I enjoy playing. I do play. I'm not very good. My boys are actually learning how to play, so I'm teaching them as well as painting. And we've had a few games nights, a few battles, and we're actually thoroughly enjoying it. Now, my boys are home. Jordan's he's 18, and I have another son called Thomas who has ADHD, very severe ADHD, but he loves it. To get a child with ADHD to sit down for longer than a 15-minute period to do something is amazing. He's currently painting his own Space Marines, his own chapter he's made up, and he's actually sitting still for about up to an hour at a time painting. And then he'll obviously think, I've had enough now, Dad, I'm going to go off and play Roblox, or I'm going to go and build something on Minecraft. So I'm very pleased the fact that he's actually sitting down and enjoying something and putting his heart into it. So I thought, why don't I just show you? Especially, I'll concentrate at the moment on Night Haunt, and then we'll do other things. We'll do Stormcast Eternals. We'll do Space Marines. I'm a bit of a boring person when it comes to my Space Marines. I've got probably about 2,500 points at the moment, roughly, of Ultramarines. And I'll show you how to paint them. Plague Marines, I hate doing Plague Marines. I don't like the green. I don't know what it is. I don't like the it says with green base. This is one of our playing surfaces I put down because my bench is a mess now. I need to get a new cutting mat. I've got a big A5 cutting mat, but it looks like it's been badgered, elephanted, rhinoed, and sat on by an incontinent giraffe at the moment. So I'm going to have to get a new cutting mat. We'll sort that out. So what we're going to paint first, well, in our first Warhammer painting tutorials, we're going to carry on with obviously what I like doing, which is the night haunt. And we'll start off really simple, and we'll do the basic truth for the chain masts. There are three technical paints that Games Workshop do. One is called Night Haunt Blue, and it's a blue one. Now I do use that. I use that for my ladies. For the females of the species, like my banshees, I actually like using Night Haunt Gloom on my banshees and giving them a blue tinge. Whereas my chain masts and all my other Night Haunt, I use a technical paint called Hex Race Flame, and I also use a yellow ink, which a lot of people don't do. It just, to me, it just brings that ethereal fire glow into a bit more prominence. So, like I said, we'll start off. We'll do the chain mast sword. We'll do the nice easy stuff first. And the other one, what's it? Oh, Nylock Oxide. Nylock Oxide. Now, Nylock Oxide is a great colour. I just don't like the way it dries. It dries very matte and very dull. Now, I use it on weapons. Let's find one that's got its weapons bin. Yeah, my Knight Shrouds on Steed on the sword. It gives it that very ancient patina. I like to use it on that. I don't like to use it actually on the bodies. I just prefer to use Hex Race Flame. And I'll teach you all how to do that using another marvellous invention. It's not actually Games Workshop's invention. It's called Lamy Medium, which is basically paint without pigment. When you water acrylics down, if you use watercolours, you get to a point where the pigment separates from the carrier medium. Well, using Lamy Medium is carrier medium. It's basically paint without pigment. So you can thin your paints right down without losing any of the pigmentation, any of the way it dries. If you use water, it can dry really dusty. You get pigment speckles all over the place, and it does look like it's very dusty. So we'll do that. I'll show you how to do that, and then we'll progress on to other things in the Night Haunt, like the Coven Throne, things like that. Obviously, I'm not going to paint this guy again. Oh, this is Nagash, the man himself. Let's get a better view of Nagash. He's an incredible sculpt, and I thoroughly enjoyed painting him. But he is, like all these Games Workshop big miniatures, character miniatures, is very expensive. This was actually my Christmas present to myself, and the black coach was my Christmas present off my wife that's currently in the shop. And then there's things like the Forge World. The dreaded Forge World. They only do, at the moment, the one miniature of Night Haunt, and this was a Christmas present from a very good friend of mine in Australia, Kenneth. And this is called the Mongol, and he's resin. So we made it. I'm tempted to do another Mongol, but we'll see how it goes. We will definitely be doing more base troops. There is another Necromancer. Not this one, another different character figure. So I may even do that and paint him as well. And there's also base troops that I need to increase. So my army swells. And then we'll paint them. And then we'll move on to something else. We'll do some Space Marines. And we'll mix it up a bit. You know. And then do things like this. Let's grab one of these. This is one of the Stormcast Eternals, and I think these are beautiful miniatures, absolutely beautiful. And we'll do a few of them sort of things, and then we may even progress to things like this. Big nasty horrible monsters. That's a beast called the Troglodon. That's part of the Seraphon army, which is the thing with Games Workshop Warhammer is New Year, New Army. Well, last year's army was the Night Haunt. I'm still doing them because I like them. This year's army is the Seraphon. So we got that one, and we also have in the process his nasty brother, the Carnosaur. I'm doing that one at the moment. So that's what we've been up to. Sorry about the delay and everything I've done, guys. It's, you know, life gets in the way sometimes, and if your mind's not in the right place, if your heart's not in it, no matter what you do, you'll just make a mess. You know, there's no point if your heart's not in it. So the next episode, what we'll do is we'll start and we'll teach you how to use the Games Workshop technical paints. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being so patient. Thanks for understanding, guys and girls. And I shall see you in the next video. Oh, it's a time machine.